I am LaMarsha Lewis. Let's talk. Tuesday, October the 3rd, 2023. It has been a while since we did commentary, but it's a lot going on in our country. So I just thought, hey, I'm going to have to take that plunge and get back into this. And so hopefully I can continue to bring you more commentary and keep this going to see where it may lead me, because the ultimate goal has always to have a platform of my own, whether it's speaking, like a guest co-host on any particular, I don't care. I have aberration for the view. I would love to be a part, maybe a guest co-host at some point. Hey, and I won't even we can claim future co-hosts of the view, or CNN, any of those type of platforms where I can give like what those commentators do, or those what the commentators do, basically give their opinion. But it's so much going on in our country. What we're going to talk about on this particular I am LaMarsha Lewis Let's Talk, Kevin McCarthy, who is the Speaker of the House. He is a Republican from the state of California. He's a House of Representatives, and he was formerly the Speaker of the House. We know earlier this year when the once President Biden came onto the scene and they had to elect their speaker, it took 15 rounds to actually get the speakership for Kevin McCarthy. That tells you really already what we need to know. We know that the Republican Party is pure chaos. We know they're combative, but most of all, it's the MAGA crowd now, and many are saying it's a cult. But it's definitely that MAGA crowd from the racist former guy, twice impeached, one term, incited an insurrection, now facing 91 counts in county, has been indicted 4 times on various criminal charges that he allegedly has committed. So I saw when I got in, because I know it had been taught that Matt Gaetz, who is a House representative from the state of Florida, he had started over the weekend. It had been chatter that he was going to take to the floor to put a vote to oust Kevin McCarthy as Speaker of the House, because it was, again, Kevin, it took 15 rounds. Basically, it had been stated he sold his soul to the devil, to his MAGA crowd, in order to. Some people crave power so much that they would do things like what Kevin McCarthy did. Like I say, there's no integrity about the man. He don't have a backbone. He doesn't have a spine. He's very weak. He did say, I listened to his response after being ousted from his speakership, from being the Speaker of the House. He did state that he has no plans to run again to be the Speaker of the House. So Matt Gaetz was the person to bring this to the House floor. It did happen. They did take a vote. And as it has been stated, for the first time in the United States history, we are now basically, a speaker is vacant. They have put a temporary speaker in. We're going to talk about this gentleman. His name is Patrick McHenry. We're going to give a few words about him. But the first time in the United States history, the Speaker of the House is vacant. And it's vacant due to the fact that after 15 rounds and whatever those terms and negotiation that was made with his MAGA crowd, and I guess the Republican representatives, Kevin McCarthy has been ousted. It was the vote of 216 yes, the vote of 210 no. It was 8 Republicans that sided with basically Democrats, and I hope Kevin didn't think the Democrats would save him for how he always basically has been such an evil person. Let me read the names of the 8 Republicans that voted to remove Kevin. It says Matt Gaetz of Florida, and again, he was the person that led this vote. Nancy Mace of South Carolina, Andy Briggs of Arizona, Matt Rosendale of Montana, Eli Crane of Arizona. So 2 Arizona representatives voted to oust McCarthy. Ken Buck of Colorado, Tim Burchett of Tennessee, Bob Good of Virginia. All of these, which are 8 Republican representatives in the House, voted to oust, which went along with that 200 total 16 votes to oust Kevin McCarthy. And it's saying Red October, Kevin McCarthy. And something else I want to read, because again, like I said earlier, it had started in this weekend where it had been stated that Matt Gaetz was going to had made the statement he had planned to bring a vote before the floor, and it happened on today, which is Tuesday. So this is a tweet from Kevin McCarthy. It says 6:31 p.m. 10/2/23, which was yesterday, Monday. 3 words: bring it on. That's what the former Speaker of the House said. Lots of people like to try and be big and bad. They like to try and call people bluff, but when your bluff is actually called, you go tuck your tail and what? So, Kevin McCarthy, 3 words in this tweet. Again, 6:31 p.m., 10/23. Bring it on. Matt Gaetz brought a vote to the floor, and guess what? 216 people brought it on. It made my day. I'm excited. Not that I like any of the Republicans, but the fact that this man, who's a Trump supporter, because right after the January 6th insurrection, when they had went back into session to actually certify the votes, Kevin McCarthy has made the statement that Trump did bear responsibility. And then after that, he went down to Mar-a-Lago, and ever since then, he basically been kissing Trump's butt. I don't know what the rift may, if there is a rift, but I don't know, because supposedly Matt Gaetz had a conversation with Trump, so I don't know if Trump is behind this. I also have been heard where supposedly Liz Cheney, who lost her representative election in the last election due to the fact she was on the committee the January 6th, and she was a strong advocate against. Now, don't get me wrong, please don't misinterpret, because I'm not a Liz Cheney fan. I stand with Sonny Hawson. Liz Cheney is no savior of the Republican Party. The only right thing she did was to be against this man Trump that incited the insurrection. She did the right thing in that aspect, but her record stand 90, I think, I can't quote it for sure, but almost like 99.9 of the time she voted in agreement with Trump on many issues and bills. So I'm not a Liz Cheney fan, but I can give at least a kudos in that respect, that she was an advocate against, and she has said it's her position. She's going to do everything within her power that Trump never holds public office again. And again, with that, I also agree. So Kevin said, bring it on. Today, the House brought it on. Kevin is out. I am LaMarsha Lewis. Let's talk.